Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Our featured matchup tonight out in Toronto, where the Raptors will be going up against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, finally we get to stop talking about this team and actually get to see them in action. Feels like it's been a long offseason. You know, one of those guys whose game has really developed is Amir Johnson. One of the top defensive big men in the league. Doesn't block a whole lot of shots, but affects a lot of shots.
And not only that, Ernie, he battles for rebounds. He sets hard screens. He does all the little things.
Basketball fans, please welcome your Toronto Raptors! And now, your starting lineup. At point, standing 5'11", number 23, Mr. Move.
We are in Toronto, Ontario, where the Raptors look to take one from a Western Conference team here at the Air Canada Centre. This is 2K Sports bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. Call. The action with my broadcast partners, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. So Dallas will get the first possession. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Dallas, the forwards are Parsons and Dirk. Ellis is out there with Rain Man, and it's Chandler in at the center filling out the middle. Now here's Nowitzki. Ellis can't get it to go.
Jonas Valanciunas bulked up going into last season and tore up the NBA summer league. Big things expected, but he sort of plateaued a bit in year two, but I still think the future's bright for him.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Nowitzki with the screen on Lowry. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Passes it to DeRozan. Lowry setting the pick for DeRozan. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger up.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk to head coach Rick Carlisle. He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact a game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with him.
Great, thanks for the... Good.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Here's Rain Man. Parsons outside. Nowitzki with the screen on DeRozan. Nowitzki left side. 6 to shoot. Money from the wing.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Toronto, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Lowry a screen on Parsons. It's DeRozan with the drive.
DeMar DeRozan, a first-time All-Star last year. He improved his long-range shooting. On wing threes, up around 40%, and that allowed him to shoot the best overall three-point percentage of his career.
And DeRozan last season cracking 30% from long range for the first time in his young, promising career. That outside shot has been the missing part of his offensive game because we know he can get to the rack.
You talk about DeRozan attacking inside, Steve, last season among the top 5 in free throws made.
Yeah, 6'7", he's strong, he's athletic. You know, he has the ability to finish in the lane, and I just like the way he's improved as a passer as well, getting his teammates involved.
Good on the second free throw.
DeMar DeRozan is starting to piece it together. I mean, we see him up in his scoring average. He's shooting it better. He's passing the ball with more confidence. He's becoming more efficient. You know, after a big extension from the Raptors, I think they've got to be pleased with his progress.
Now here's Ellis. Just 4 to shoot. Good.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Raptors with the lead. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Valanciunas. Feeds it to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Into Johnson. No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And guys, when you look at DeRozan, where can he take the next step?
Well, he has the physical tools to be an elite perimeter defender. He's made strides, definitely, but you know, he has the potential, I think, to be even better than what he is right now.
Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, DeRozan's got 7 points in the game. Ellis outside. Here's Rain Man. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Lowry with the ball. There's the dish to Johnson. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Nowitzki. Parsons against DeRozan. Parsons dishes to Nowitzki. Here's Rain Man. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the layup falls.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, you know, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
Outside Lowry. And there's the pass to Mr. Moves. And DeRozan. Here we go. A second chance effort. He lays it in.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Rain Man passes to Ellis. Nowitzki sets a screen for Ellis. Good.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Here's Lowry. Out to the right wing. Mr. Moves passes to Valanciunas. The shot no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Now Ellis. Parsons outside. Dishes it to Nowitzki. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Parsons' shot is off. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And that one's good. And it's 9 points for DeMar DeRozan. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Mavericks trailed by 3.
2 seasons ago in the rearview mirror. He's in top form once again.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Now here's Hansbrough. On the wing, Williams. Guarded by Nelson. Fields dishes to Hansbrough. And it's rejected. Williams against Nelson. Harris outside. Harris right side. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Devin Harris originally signing a 3-year, $9 million contract with the Mavs going into last season, but had to settle for a 1-year minimum contract after the physical revealed he had a dislocated toe.
And Harris missed the first half of last season But then Clark, when he returned, he played fairly well.
Kevin, I thought he still had that burst of quickness combined with solid playmaking, and he's a nice combo guard to have on your roster.
He misses the free throw.
Coach Rick Carlisle is really a competitive guy. He's hardworking, brings a razor-sharp intensity to the job. A former NBA player himself, but he's not what you would call a player's coach. At least he doesn't fit that description as we've become accustomed to hearing it applied. He's not buddy-buddy with this guy. He is clearly all business.
And, Steve, when you played, was that important really to have a coach who really connected with players on the floor, or was it all about business?
No, I think it's important to connect with your players on a personal level. You need to get to know them, and they need to get to know you. There's got to be a healthy amount of trust for the relationships to work. Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Nelson, the pass to Harris. Kicks it to Crowder. 1:32 left here in the opening quarter. 5 on the clock. Dallas moving it around. And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game. .124 left here in the opening quarter. Williams kicks to Fields. Patterson setting the pick for Fields. Williams outside, and that one's good. Now it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Nelson against Williams. Nelson outside. The feed now to Aminu. Back to Nelson. Just 5 to shoot. That's good from Harris on the assist by Nelson.
And he responds with his own three-pointer.
Yeah, he came right back with his three. And we're seeing a bit of gamesmanship right here, Steve.
Now here's Williams. Here's Patterson. Again, Toronto.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Here's Nelson. 4-point game. And it's Aminu in the corner. Ross against Harris. Pulls up on the elbow. The rebound by Fields. Here's Ross out to the right wing. And the wing jumper offline. And so the first quarter is in the books. Raptors lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that. It can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponents.
And Toronto has possession. 4-point game.
It's interesting that the Mavs almost exclusively built through free agency. Now, they make draft picks, but they always seem to have a hand in free agency come July.
We've got Lewis Williams, Landry Fields out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Tyler Hansbrough, and it's Ross in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Now Nelson, following Patrick Patterson's 3-point attempt. Down low, and stolen by Patterson. Here's Ross, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead any time an opportunity presents itself, and I'll tell you what, that was a golden one there.
Well, Clark, you look back at some of the big names they were rumored to be in on, like Darren Williams and Dwight Howard. Those two names come to mind.
And they missed out on them, but they've always been very good about remaining flexible when they need to be with the salary cap.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Lido.
Well, that was like a warm-up shot there, a warm-up jumper. No problem converting that one.
Patterson setting the pick for Ross. Patterson with it. On the wing, Williams. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Mavericks trailed by 4. Aminu dishes to Crowder. Nelson kicks to Aminu. Here's Lido. Fields covering. 4 on the clock. Nelson, the pass to Crowder. Raptors leading by 4. Williams dishes to Ross. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Williams against Nelson. Fade away. Good. Williams has got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And the Mavericks call time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He thinks the use of ball screens and pick and rolls is the best formula for success against the defense they're currently looking at, and he let his guys know it. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Mr. Moves, following the score by Dallas. He kicks it to Lowry. They set the pick. Passes it to Mr. Moves. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
You wonder when you look back at it, just how significant a win Dirk had when he was able to get his championship.
Here's Mesri. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. Guys, you can tell how much it meant to Nowitzki to win that 2011 title. Validation and winning again. Really now his motivation as he continues to play.
Well, he said at this age, for him to keep playing at a high level, it takes tremendous dedication year-round. I mean, he needs to feel that they can contend to keep himself going.
He hits both from the stripe.
You know, the Toronto Raptors found themselves in an interesting position last season. A new front office. They were looking to hit the reset button, and so they trade away Rudy Gay and Andrea Bargnani, and the team actually played better than ever.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Ellis comes in for Ricky Lido. And for the Raptors, they would have loved to have drafted hometown prospect Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, especially with the Raptors' history of losing their star players, whether Vince Carter or Chris Bosh. He's a player who wanted to play for the Raptors, but, the odds were always against that. In the end, they did what they were supposed to do, and that's win games.
Parsons' shot is off.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Rain Man passes to Parsons. Here's Rain Man. While recovering, Ellis outside. Out to Chandler with his first shot attempt. No good off the front iron.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
Stolen. Parsons against DeRozan. Now the pass to Rain Man. Hits the three-point bomb. Rain Man's got 7 points.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Mavericks trailed by 4. Ellis outside. Pass to Nowitzki. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The rebound by Johnson. Toronto have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Feeds it to Lowry. Now Johnson. Now the dish to DeRozan. Clock is at 3. Lowry inside the line, and he drops that one in. Lowry's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
And he's shaken off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Nowitzki with the screen on Lowry. Here's Rain Man. He has 7. Ellis on top. From the baseline. Second chance shot. And Chandler lays it in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Toronto calls timeout. Well, we've all seen what Tyson Chandler can accomplish when healthy, and that is some kind of force.
Yeah, you know, maybe the best stretch of his career was at the start of the decade, the 2011 title with the Mavericks. 2012, he got a gold medal in London and was the defensive player of the year in the league. And in 2013, an all-star. I mean, that's a pretty strong 3-season run.
Johnson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
DeRozan against Parsons. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, Tyson Chandler has battled injury throughout his career. He had the bulged disc in his neck that hindered him for parts of last season. And I think that was a big reason for the Knicks' struggles.
Now here's Johnson. Can't hit. Nice D from Chandler.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the board.
Look at Chandler, and when he's healthy, he's a terrific rim protector inside and pretty good finisher around the rim, too, offensively. He's excellent as a screener in pick and rolls. It'll be interesting to see if he can get back to that peak level.
Here's Nowitzki, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Caboclo, he's checked in for Toronto. And then for Dallas. ABC's checked in for Chandler. And Harris subbed in for Rain Man.
Well, the Mavs took some heat when they opted not to try to defend their 2011 championship with the same players, opting for cap room instead. And no, they've swung and missed on some big names, but they've put together a really deep club with some very smart signings.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 12. Pulls up on the wing. He squares up and sinks it. And that's 13 points for DeMar DeRozan. Mavericks trailed by 4.
And, you know, when it comes to Dirk Nowitzki, he has said, he's on the record as saying he wants to retire a Maverick. Ownership, anyway, has reciprocated that desire. But the greatest player in franchise history deserves to finish out strong in legitimate contention. And they've committed the resources to try to make that be a reality.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Mr. Moves. Johnson with a screen on Ellis. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Mavericks with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And for Nowitzki, he's made financial sacrifices to enable the Mavericks the cap space, Steve, to go out and construct this roster.
Yeah, only $26 million on the books before he was re-signed, so that left plenty of shopping money, and they spent it well.
Some fantastic numbers for DeRozan. 13 points and 1 rebound.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
You got to like the consistency they're showing with that mid-range shot.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And Toronto making a change here. Vasquez comes in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. No good on the second free throw.
Well, you know, the Mavericks got back into the playoffs last season after missing the playoffs in 13. And this is a team that expects to be a playoff factor. Aside from that one season, they've not missed the playoffs since 2000.
The Raptors have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Lowry drives in. Vasquez kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Caboclo. From the line, that one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Harris dishes to Ellis. There's the pick. Over to the left wing. And Aminu kicks to Ellis. Clock at 6. Toronto grabs the miss.
Yeah, trying to put a little mustard on the hot dog there. That was just convert the shot. Come on.
Here's Lowry. Aminu grabs the miss.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Ellis goes in. Harris against DeRozan. Harris passes to Aminu. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Ellis. That one off the back iron and out.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting is really suffering.
The shot by Lowry, no good. Parsons with it. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And a tight game here as we end the first half. It's the Raptors. They're up by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Casey, obviously it's early in the season, but how would you say this team is shaping up in terms of its chemistry and personnel-wise?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Coach, thank you so much. Over to you guys.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Raptors leading by 3. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Dirk and Chandler up front. Monte is the 2 with Parsons playing the small forward. And it's Rain Man in at the point, and that one's good. Mr. Moves got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Raptors.
Kyle Lowry, an inside-outside scoring threat. He's become a deadly three-point shooter. And despite his relatively short stature, he's able to drive inside and finish effectively because of that great strength.
And the basket good. 7 points for Chandler Parsons.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Lowry dishes to DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 16 points for DeMar DeRozan. And for Lowry, not much of an in-between game, but that may be by design.
Yeah, he gets to that rim and beyond the arc. That's really where he makes his hay. And as long as you can do it the way he does, which is often and with efficiency, the mid-range game is something you can work on later.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hi, Kevin. Well, it's been a great pairing in Dallas between Monte Ellis and Dirk Nowitzki. As Dirk said, he's been amazing for us. He's so athletic, so fast. I knew he could score with the best of them, but the thing that surprised me is his playmaking off the pick-and-roll game. He makes my game a lot easier. Kevin, they make a great tandem.
Yeah, working together, they're a nightmare to defend, Doris. Thank you.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Dishes it to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Johnson left side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mr. Moves. Here's Valanciunas. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And the Mavericks call time here. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. He's looking for some old-fashioned offense right now. He wants the pick and roll to be the centerpiece of their game plan at that end of the floor. He also wants his players putting pressure on the defense with early offense. Lots of shots and an aggressive approach in general whenever they've got the ball. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
And still perfect here in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field.
The pass to Mr. Moves. Again, Toronto. Mavericks trailed by 5. Here's Rain Man. 7 points in the game. It's Ellis on the wing. Plenty of space. Again, the Mavericks score.
They're rolling now. 5 straight hoops to start this quarter.
Toronto, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And the Raptors call time here.
For the first time in a long time, it seems that the Raptors have a clear vision of where they are headed and are on the right track, and it helps when you know where you're going. You can definitely feel a sense of hopefulness and optimism around this team and among the fans.
And here's Lowry. He's got 12. Ask to Mr. Moves. And again, it's Toronto converting. Well, if you were to say the Raptors weren't good before last year, that's not the case at all. They just seem to be stuck where they were.
Yeah, and often in the NBA, it's a lot worse to be stuck in a place than it is to be bad. You don't have a chance to bounce forward if you're stuck. When you're bad, you do get a chance to improve through the draft. And last year, the Raptors improved, and they've got a bright future.
Now, here is Lowry, following the miss by Monte Ellis. A shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Rain Man. He's got 7. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
but not that time.
Why do you think it is we don't see more of those out of him, Steve?
I don't know. I mean, he's certainly got the size. He just lacks the confidence, I think, sometimes near the basket.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Toronto leading by 5. Johnson sets the screen for Lowry. He feeds it to Johnson. Here's Valanciunas. Chandler with the block. The Mavericks have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Nowitzki for 3. No good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Can't hit from in close.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. And they were right in his face.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And again, no good by Toronto. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they've been knocking down the mid-range jumper as well.
And the first one drops.
You know, to make the playoffs in the West, because it's so difficult out there, you've got to take advantage of your opportunities against the weaker East, and the Mavs did just that.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Patterson, he's checked in for Johnson. Landry Fields comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Terrence Ross is checked in for Mr. Moves. And Lewis Williams sent in for Kyle Lowry. Most years, if you want in the Western Conference playoffs, you need 20 wins against the East. The Mavs met that mark last year.
Well, over the last decade, the team has been very good against teams from the East, save for a couple of hiccups here and there. Possibly because, being in the middle of the country, the road trips are not as difficult and as brutal for Dallas as the teams on the coast.
Here's Lido trying to find Chandler. He's got it now. Passes it to Raymond. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Lido. Here's Rain Man. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Outside Williams. Kicks it to Patterson. Now here's Fields. Outside Williams. Lets it go from 14. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Dallas making a switch here. Mavericks trail by 3. Nelson with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The feed to Lido. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's the screen. Nobody near Williams. Williams missing again.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they chase down that pumpkin often.
Here's Rain Man. He's got 9. There's the bucket. Good.
And it was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Ross with a wide open look, and the Raptors miss again. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Out to the right wing. Here's Rain Man. Patterson defending. That's good. And now a 3-point Dallas lead.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And the Raptors call time here.
He understandably doesn't like what's going on out there, and that's why he wants to talk things over during this timeout.
I think this is a good time to call a timeout. They just need to hit pause for a second and then reset as well.
Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto. ABC's checked in for the Mavericks. Aminu comes in for Rain Man. Here's Williams. 5 points in the game. Now Ross. He kicks it to Johnson. And he gets it to go.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
James Johnson out of Wake Forest, drafted 16th by the Bulls back in 2009. He bounced around the league, spent some time in the D-League, but found his niche last season as a valued bench contributor for the Grizzlies.
Now here's Williams. Ross for three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Lido. They set the screen. Shot off the pick. Up again. Slams it back in.
No tip required when you've got room to make the stuff.
Some powerful second chance points right there.
Yeah, he wasn't wasting any time. Straight back up and right into the hoop.
It's Williams with the drive. Into Johnson. Picked off in midair. Nelson with it. Williams picks him up. Singh the pass to Nelson. Feeds to Lido. Shot clock at 6. Williams against Nelson. No good there off the double clutch.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
They get the rebound. Fields can't get it to go.
And they force the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Shoots a 3. Aminu misses. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
Yeah, that's the smart move there. That's how you want to end the quarter, but make sure you get a good solid possession here.
Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. Johnson, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Vasquez, he's checked in for Landry Fields. Devin Harris is checked in for Dallas. The Raptors have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
You know, James Johnson really seemed to solidify his place in the league with his play last year. You can tell he's slimmed down, and he's never looked more athletic.
Nelson kicks to Lido. They set the pick. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Lido's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
And here's Vasquez. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Williams kicks to Patterson. The shot is off. Here's Lido. No good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Raptors lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Center in downtown Toronto. And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Kyle Lowry.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assists like the one we just saw.
Here's Ellis. Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. Lowry out there with Mr. Moves. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. They now take the lead. And that's 19 points for Nowitzki.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Lowry drives in. And there's the pass to Mr. Moves. Johnson the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lowry passes to Mr. Moves. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Mr. Moves got 9 points here in the second half.
He's been a different guy in the second half, guys. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Right side Lowry. And DeRozan. Here we go. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got his 6th rebound on the night. Parsons outside. Pass to Harris. Taken away. Fast break Toronto. Up the floor. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now it's a 3-point Raptor lead. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Nowitzki. Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Mr. Moves. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And it's Harris off the drive. The dish now to Nowitzki. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Valanciunas, a young big man with some offensive promise. He can score on the left block. He's developing a nice touch from mid-range. Very intriguing player with that size and skill set.
Shooting for Dallas.
Valanciunas, a mobile 7-footer with good hands. It's a nice start.
It's always a great place to start when you're a big guy. Can you catch it? And not only good passes, but can you catch bad ones and finish around the rim? He can do all of that.
Nowitzki playing very well. He has 20 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Well, he's been playing a very energetic brand of defense, Clark. You got to love it.
Rain Man checked in for the Mavericks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Making the playoffs was a goal the Raptors have been working towards for a long time, and last year they were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since 2008.
Here's Mr. Moves. It's stolen. Here's Rain Man. Dishes to Chandler. Dallas moving it around. Rain Man passes to Nowitzki. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. Nowitzki's got 23 points. The long drought came to a close last year, Clark, for Toronto. It wasn't a long ride in the playoffs with the Raptors. It sure provided some excitement.
Well, that Game 7 loss to the Nets, Kevin, broke some hearts, but that's just a young team losing to a veteran team. And that always serves you well when you're looking to become more competitive. And ultimately, the Raptors benefit from that type of experience.
And so here's Toronto. The Mavericks making the shot. Johnson, the pass to Mr. Moves. Johnson kicks to Valanciunas. Stolen by Ellis. Pass to Rain Man. Parsons for 3, and it's good. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
He's too dangerous a shooter to leave alone behind the arc.
Outside Lowry. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Boy, bad timing. Now is not the time to be giving him that shot.
For Dallas, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Rain Man to the right side. 18 feet out, and Dallas again with the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Here's Mr. Moves. For 3. That drops. Mr. Moves got 14 points now in the second half.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Dallas calls timeout. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. With the game hanging in the balance, he tried to give his players some added motivation, saying, quote, "This is the time, guys. Right now. Be in this moment. Do your job, and we'll get the win." Back to you.
Here's Rain Man, and the shot is good. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Now here is Lowry. Left side, DeRozan. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The Mavericks have gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7. Ellis dishes to Nowitzki. Passes it to Rainman. Fades back. And another basket for Dallas.
Yeah, he's almost putting on a little show out there with that fadeaway jumper.
Now here is Lowry. He's covered closely. And it's DeRozan missing. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Rain Man.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Rain Man. 19 points and 7 assists. This game is all about him right now.
He is in full domination mode, guys.
Rain Man. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
So he gets them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Lowry kicks to Johnson. Lowry a screen on Nowitzki. Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Ellis. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Mr. Moves. The Mavericks have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th. A tremendous offensive outburst. Here's Rain Man. Parsons passes to Ellis. Here's Rain Man. He feeds it to Nowitzki. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Had the space there, but it's offline.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Mr. Moves passes to Lowry. Lowry a screen on Ellis. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6 to tie it up. Mavericks with the rebound. Rain Man's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ellis outside, and the pass to Rain Man. The fadeaway, and that one's good. Rain Man's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Lowry dishes to Johnson. Here's Mr. Moves. Kicks to Lowry. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Offline with his 3.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt.
Chandler outside. He dishes it to Parsons. Pass to Rain. And Parsons kicks to Nowitzki. Parsons passes to Rain. Shoots. Hits the front of the rim and out. Raptors trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way.
Here's Ellis after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. That's good. Rain Man's got the lead. Back up to 5 now for the man.
So important in the fourth quarter to make shots. He's 5 for 7, really answering the bell.
Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 5. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Lowry. There's the screen. And Valanciunas now atop the key. It's tipped.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Toronto, Jonas Valanciunas. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. He's perfect from the line this time.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. 11 rebounds, and he's picked up 1 dime.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're up by 3. 1:41 left in the fourth. .41 left in the fourth quarter. And a wide open look here for Ellis. He drains the quick shot. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Mr. Moves passes to Lowry. Uses the glass to finish the way. Lowry's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you don't expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
DeRozan brings the double team. And so here is Dallas. Here's Ellis. They get the rebound. No luck.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Here's Mr. Moves. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Picked off. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Here's Rain Man. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Steve, what a big possession right here.
No doubt, guys. You can feel the tension in this building.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
A crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to them.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
Dallas shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Toronto calls timeout. They trailed by 3. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've got two options here. They can go for the 3 on the tie or the quick 2 in the foul.
I like the idea of going for the quick 2. Take it to the rim, and that wouldn't be a bad way to approach this situation.
Three-pointer, Lowry. It's in! A tremendous three to tie it up.
Boy, right now they're just getting a fantastic effort from Kyle Lowry.
Dallas calls timeout. So here is Dallas. Parsons attacking. Yes!
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Shoots from the elbow. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dirk, during that second half, what brought the conviction the team showed that allowed you guys to win this thing?
I think we just battled, and that was good for us. I thought that really won us the game down the stretch. We scrambled for each other. We rotated. Got a couple lucky bounces down the stretch, and that always helped.
Dirk, thank you. Kevin, it all starts with that competitive spirit.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan player of the game, Rain Man.